Hello lovely people, and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing my Dark Matter Guide episode 5, this time for the LMGs. I went home recently and completed the LMGs, so I'm going to run through some tips for getting them diamond. Like previous episodes, I am not going to run through all the challenges, just the ones I found hard. There may be some little tips here and there, so let's get straight into the video. So there are 4 LMGs in Black Ops 3. The BRM and the Dingo, which you unlock at level 1, the Gorgon, which you unlock at level 7, and the 48 Dredge, which is level 34. Out of these 4, the Gorgon is probably the hardest to complete due to its slow fire rate. The recent patches have made the recoil a bit more random, so it's a lot harder to aim. However, it's not too complicated really to do once you know how you're doing it. First off, like many of the other guns in this game, the first challenges are to get 100 headshots with these weapons. This isn't too bad really, especially the Dingo, the BRM and the 48 Dredge. They're really easy to get headshots with due to the fast fire rate. You can aim quite easily. The Gorgon's a little bit harder, you might have to aim more specifically for the head, but it shouldn't be too hard once you get used to using it. Obviously my tips for headshots are similar to my previous episodes, so if you want some in-depth on that, feel free to check out those. But it's basically just running around with your gun at a decent height and flanking to get behind enemies so you can aim for their head while they're running away for you. Now hardcore is good for all 4 of these weapons. They all kill really quickly in hardcore. They all kill really quickly anyway, but in hardcore they do especially. The Gorgon is nearly always a one-shot kill, which is why you need to be really specifically aiming for the head. But it means you can pop people at fairly long ranges really. So I would definitely recommend fast hands and quick draw for these weapons. Being LMGs, they aim down sights quite slowly, especially if you're sprinting around. So fast hands will reduce the time, and obviously quick draw will as well. So using both of these will allow you to aim down sights quicker and aim for those headshots, because the hip fire is quite wide and you probably won't get a headshot by doing it. I also have 2 more recommendations for attachments on your LMGs. I would definitely recommend using a stock. They aim down sights pretty slowly, but they also move whilst ADSing really slowly. So using a stock will increase that speed, meaning you'll be able to lock onto enemies a little bit easier and keep moving whilst ADSing, or move around a corner or something like that. Also, I would recommend maybe using a sight. You might be quite comfortable with the iron sights on some of these weapons, but you can never go wrong with an ELO sight, especially when aiming for the head. They're quite bulky, these weapons, and it's quite easy to lose track of people sometimes behind the weapon itself. So using a sight such as the ELO sight will make it a lot easier to focus on the head or upper body anyway. Once you have completed these 100 headshot challenges, the next challenges are really simple really. I would definitely recommend remembering for revenge kills that you don't have to kill the person that killed you straight away, and if you kill them at some point in your next life, it will still count as a revenge medal. And also remember that the bloodthirsties require you to get kills with that gun only for 5 kills as your first 5 kills. Doesn't mean you can get 5 kills throughout a life with other things as well. So tend not to try and hit people, always go for hipfire kills if they're really close to you. Apart from that, the double kills, no perks and no attachments are easy enough. You'll get them done just by playing, same with the revenge kills. When it comes to play style with LMGs, you definitely want to not rush quite as much as some other weapon classes. This doesn't mean camp and sit on head glitches and things like that, because realistically you can rush quite a lot. If you look at my Dom tips video that I made, you will see that I rush quite a lot with an LMG. It's not like you can't, but you just have to remember that you aim down sight a lot slower than people using SMGs or ARs and things like that. So be prepared to aim down sights when you get to your line of sight, but don't necessarily camp to try and get these kills. So those are my tips for getting LMGs to diamond camo for working towards that dark matter. I hope this video has helped you in any way with getting these LMGs diamond. If you have any questions or suggestions for yourself, feel free to comment them below. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys later.